Hey y'all, welcome back to Ascending with Ashley. I'm Ashley, and this is Integrating Your Shadow. Hi everybody. We are going through the Dreams of Gaia Tarot to do some shadow work, and today's card is the Youth. So I am just reading through the book. We are going through the entire deck, starting with the Major Arcana. I'll show you this. I do have a link for this set, this tarot set, in my description box below. So I'm going to go ahead and read what the message from the Youth is for us today. And I'm not the best public reader, but this is a good challenge for myself, which is, of course, part of integrating your shadow. So, keywords: adventure, new horizons, excitement, independence, freedom, rebellion, impulsiveness, loyalty, and compromise. The key phrases for this card: quest for adventure, live in the moment, action without thought, defying tradition and conformity, a greater risk, a greater reward, assert your independence, embrace individuality, a new direction, and freedom from fear and doubts, a time of conflict or turmoil, and communication and compromise, and addressing your desires. All right, here we go. These, the reason we're using the book is because this work is amazing and covers a lot. So it's like 3 pages that I'm going to be reading, so enjoy. The meaning of the card: sweet-faced and begold. I don't know that word. I do not know that word. Skipping that. The Youth has left the security of home and hearth without the backward glance. He is alone, but confident in the knowledge that a loving and supportive family will be there if he has the need of them. On a quest for adventure and discovery, he seeks the excitement of the new and the unknown in distant lands. Following whispers and rumor, he takes risks with little thought or care. His choice is to live in the moment. The past is left behind, while thoughts of the future rest only as far as his next journey. The next adventure gives him greater knowledge of the world and his place in it. Believing himself both immortal and infallible, he often acts spontaneously, using his charm and enthusiasm to win him favor and to release him from strife. He rebels against sage advice to use restraint or caution. As far as the Youth is concerned, the greater the risk, the more rewarding the outcome. The only loyalty he shows is to those companions who journey with him. Those who are loyal to the quest will have his loyalty in return, while those who seek to curb and restrict him will be met with resistance. Oof. These resonate so much for me even while I'm reading, so sorry. Okay, I have to get comfy. Resistance. Those who share his passions and interests are right. Oh God, why are you gagging? Okay. Sorry. Those who share his passions and interests are right, while those who do not are wrong. There are no shades of gray. The Youth sees all in black and white. The Youth also seeks the freedom to find his own answers. Tradition be damned. Life is too short to follow in another's footsteps and do things their way. The Youth will do things his way without the thought of consequences. His concern is for today. Tomorrow can take care of itself. The past. When he appears in the past position, the Youth has a transitional meaning and it is the combination of the child and the Youth. The child of old, once happy to share common love with parents and siblings, found his interests taken by a new and different. Suddenly, the old loves and passions seem tired and dull, and the desires for the new exciting burn within him, bringing conflict and disruption. Excuse me. to a once harmonious home. The child who becomes the youth begins to disconnect from his family and assert his independence and individuality. The youth may be seen as ungrateful, rebellious, or troublesome by parents or friends who seek to maintain control or who long for the return of the child. They do not understand that these changes are a natural and necessary process for a youth to move toward maturity. The ensuing conflict inspires a desire within the youth to escape, to be free of those who do not understand him, and who seek to prevent him from exploring the world outside of the confines of his home. When the youth appears in the past, he represents a time of conflict and turmoil, born in the disconnection within a relationship, a state of mind, or a belief system. The old is giving way to the new. You have a choice: resist change and live with the consequences, or let go and welcome it in. There will still be consequences, but there will also be rewards. The present. Are you bored with the routine of your life? Do you stare out the window dreaming of something different, of change and of a new direction? Okay, we gotta turn the page and I need to drink water. Hang on. Oh, sorry y'all. Okay. Do you express this need for change only to be met with platitudes told that if you focus on loving and appreciating what you already have, you will be happy? Or are you reminded of what you might lose to make a radical change in your life? Choose to defy the convention or rebel against the tradition. When you voice your needs to do something more with your life, do people around you suddenly question their own importance as if they should be held in higher regard than your own dreams and ambitions? Understand that we are ever evolving and transforming. Sometimes we develop new interests because they are meant to steer us in a new direction, to change and transform our lives in every way so that we may grow to reach our fullest potential. Sometimes these interests create an awareness that we are meant to leave the life we have and explore unexplored realms of possibility and opportunity. The new interests reveal that those who have grown together are now meant to grow apart. If the youth appears in the present, he represents a necessity to address a desire for change within your life, and asks that you have the courage and determination to make your choice without allowing others to discourage you or steer you in a direction of their choosing. If you do not put your own interests first, the potential for greater unhappiness and conflict will increase. You have dreamed for so long, or for long enough. Now is the time to act, even if it means leaving all that is safe and familiar. In the future. I'm really sorry, I've got cotton mouth. Let me drink this, hang on. You like my little disco balls? Okay. The future. Yeah, I put disco balls on my ceiling and like confetti because that's the direction I want to be in. So just do what you want. Anyway, back to the book. The future. The youth that comes to you in a future position has more of a passive message and meaning. Here he speaks of the influence of emotional energy, unconscious thoughts and beliefs, and how they work to manifest the future. The youth, because he chooses to live in the moment, gives less thought to consequences and future outcomes, and because he lives free from the burdens of fear and doubt, his choices often give rise to a future that is both productive and creative. How many times have you talked yourself out of doing what you know will make you happy for fear of what might go wrong? How many times have you shied away from a spontaneous moment or impulse that could have manifested in joy and laughter because you were afraid of the way others would react? All right, we're on the last page, y'all. A live-in-the-moment approach to life can often result in a happier future, especially if the choice and actions of the present are motivated by pure intentions, positive thoughts, and love. For all his seeming lack of awareness, the youth moves through life with a lighter step because he does not worry about tomorrow. This does not mean that he lacks the depth or is ignorant. He is passionate and willing to commit to a cause that interests him, and he does not do so without fear. In this same way, he refuses to expend energy or attention on that which holds interest for him, or what might and might not eventuate. It could be said that that is the true essence of freedom. Potential blockage. Unwilling to abide by the rules and maintain order and harmony, the youth rebels against those in positions of authority and anyone who demands that he moderate his behavior when it causes hurt to those around him. Regardless of whether his actions are justified or not, the reversed youth may be lacking in empathy and unwilling to consider the feelings of others, especially when there is a chance for him to pursue his own interests. The reversed youth refuses to give in and may be unaware or unwilling to see that he is guilty of selfishness. When approached, he might respond with emotional outbursts, aggression, or impulsive behavior and choose to run away. I'm laughing because this resonates for me. When the youth appears reversed in your reading, ask yourself if you are running away from a situation that could be resolved with communication and compromise. Are you being overly rigid and narrow-minded, refusing to see your actions from another's perspective? Running away from conflict does not bring resolution. Neither does being selfish, impulsive, or inflexible. Instead, be open to and empathetic. It is not a question of giving up the things that interest you, but one of moderation and temperance. Do not pursue your freedom to such an extreme that you prevent others from having their same freedom. I'm going to read that last sentence one more time. Do not pursue your freedom to such an extreme that you prevent others from having the same freedom. Alright, I'm going to show you guys the card one more time. There's a glare. Alright, I hope that helped you. I'll see you tomorrow for the next one. Have a good one.